Okay, so we have done modeling, addition and subtraction of decimals, and we've done rounding, adding and subtracting with decimals. Now you're actually going to do adding and subtracting of decimals, the normal logarithm kind that we would do with regular numbers. All right, so here's our word problem. Often in track, each runner is timed on 2 runs. The runner with the lowest total time is the winner. Jackie was a gold medal winner in her state track and field competition. The times for her runs were 56.03 seconds and 55.34 seconds. What was Jackie's total time? What does total tell me? Total tells me to add. Good. All right, so first step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these numbers, I'm going to write them here, and I'm going to make sure that I align the decimals, meaning they are right on top of each other. Okay. Then I'm going to add like I would normally, making sure to bring the decimal down. Okay. All right, so let's practice. Jason went grocery shopping and bought the following items. He bought peanut butter for $3.98, bread for $3.45, milk for $3.35, and pasta sauce for $2.67. Now what we're going to do is, first step is we're going to align the decimals. So we're going to go 3.98, 3.45, 3.35, and 2.67, making sure all the decimals are in the same area right here. Okay. All right, so we're going to add them together. So let's rewrite them over here. Okay, decimals are all aligned. Good. I'm going to put my decimal point there because that's where it's going to go. So 8 plus 5 is 13. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 13 is 25. So I'm going to put a 5 here. I'm going to carry my 2. Okay, so I'm going to go 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Carry my 2. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So my total should be $13.45. Easy peasy, right? All right, let's do some practice problems together. All right, so decimals are already lined up on these top ones, so I'm just going to add. 3 plus 1 is 4. Bring the decimal down. 2 plus 2 is 4. 6 plus 3 is 9, so 94.4. Okay, let's add this one. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Decimal stays in the same place. 9 plus 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 13. Okay, pause the video and do these two on your own in your notebook. Okay, now that your back listed together, we got 9 here because this is a 0. So 9 plus 0 is 9. 7 plus 4 is 11. 2 plus 1 is 3. My decimal is going to stay there. 6 plus 3 is 9. 8 plus 5 is 13. Should have 139.319. Okay, decimals are aligned here. 1 plus 1 is 2. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Decimal point stays the same. Carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 5, 6, 7, and 1. Okay, so for these ones down here, we're going to make sure that they are lined up correctly. So I'm going to have 16.71 and 43.21. Okay, then I'm going to add them. You can go ahead and add them on your own. 240.763. I don't know why this comes up every time I'm taping. And I'm going to line this decimal up here, even though there's a smaller amount of numbers. I'm still going to line it up. Add those together. Okay, same thing goes here. I'll let you try to do that on your own. Go ahead and pause the video and do the math for these, and then come back and we'll go over the answers. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. 4 plus 1 is 5. 59.92. Okay, 3 plus 2 is 5. 9 plus 6 is 15. Carry the 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 2 plus 0 is 2, 4 plus 0 is 4, 2 plus 0 is 2. So it should be 242.85. Right, let's extend this. So let's put these in order. Alright, so I'm going to fill in my spots for my zeros. So I should have a 0 here. I'm going to have a 0, 0. Make sure I've got the same amount of numbers. And a 0. Okay? So 6 plus 1 is 6. 5, 6, 7. I'm going to add 5 and the 2 ones is 7. Okay, 9 plus 2 is 11. Plus 4 is 15. Decimal stays in the same spot. Carry my 1. 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 3 is 13, and 14, 15. Carry the 1. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Carry the 1. Okay, you should have 225.576. Alright, so subtraction, same thing. Jackie wanted to know the time difference between her two runs. Subtract her times to find the difference. The time for her first one was 56.03 seconds. And her second one was 55.34 seconds. Okay, so we're going to follow the same steps. I'm going to align the decimals, make sure the numbers are the same, and then I'm just going to subtract like I would normally. For this one, we would have to borrow, right, because the 3 is smaller than the 4. Okay, so 13 minus 4 is 9, 9 minus 3 is 6, and then I can subtract the rest of the way through. All right, let's see what we got here. Alright, so Jason went to the grocery shopping and bought the following items. His total was $13.45. Good, we don't have to re-add those. Miss Fernley almost had a heart attack. For all the groceries, he only had $12.60 in his pocket. How much money is Jason short? So I'm going to take my bigger number, 13.45, and I'm going to subtract what he had in his pocket, making sure my decimals are aligned. Okay, they're aligned, perfect. Okay, 5 minus 0 is 5. I can't minus 6 from 4, so I'm going to have to borrow. Okay, so 14 minus 6 is going to be 8. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so he would need 85 cents. Alright, let's do some practice problems. Okay, all decimals in the top row are lined up already for you, so let's just practice doing subtraction. Can't take a 9 away from 6, so I'm going to have to borrow. So I'm going to make that 16, make that 6, and I still can't do that, so I'm going to keep going until I can't borrow anymore. Okay, 16 minus 9 is going to be 5. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 16 minus 9 is going to be 5. 7 minus 7 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it should be 105.5. Okay, 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 9 minus 5 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. And 5 minus 0 stays 5. Alright, go ahead and pause the video and do these other two. Then you can come back and I'll have the answers for you. Okay, so you should have had 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 1 minus 0 is 1. And I can't minus 9 from 3, so I'm going to have to borrow. Okay, 13 minus 9 is going to be 4. And 3 minus 0 is 3. So 341.111. Okay, I can't take away 8 from 2, so I'm going to have to borrow. It's going to be 12, make that a 6. 12 minus 8 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. And I'm going to have to borrow again because I can't take 3 from 0. So make that a 10. Make this a 9. 10 minus 3 is 7. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 9 minus 9 is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. 7 minus 0 is 7. Alright, let's go ahead and... Okay, so let's line these up. 76.012 minus 56.45. Then I can subtract. Let's line these up together. 638.78 minus 527.45. Then subtract. Pause the video and do the math on these and line this one up and do the math on that one. then we'll come back and we'll go over the answers. Okay, so this one right here, I can't take 5 from 2, so I'm going to have, oops, sorry, that's a 0 here. Take that back there. Alright, so there should be a 0 here. So 2 minus 0 is 2. I have to borrow here, so I'm going to make that 11, make this a 9. Okay, 11 minus 5 is going to be 6. 9 minus 4 is 5. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 6 minus 6 is 0. 7 minus 5 is 2. Alright, 8 minus 5 is 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 8 minus 7 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. 6 minus 5 is 1. Alright, and on this one right here, 3 minus 1 is 2. 7 minus 0 is 7. This I'll have to borrow from. So 10 minus 4 is 6. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 6 minus 3 is 3. Alright. Okay, one more little thing. We've already kind of done it in a couple of the problems here in the last few minutes, but if we have decimal points that are rounded or sometimes whole numbers, we need to know where to put those zeros. Okay, so we're just going to practice with that. Athletes like Jackie know that in order to be a good runner, you must eat a balanced diet. How much protein is there in the breakfast that Jackie ate before her run? So we have 6.58 grams here, 5.5 here, 0.7 here, and 2 grams on that one right there. So it shows us here how to align the decimals. Okay, 2 is actually just 2.00, as you'll see right here. Okay, you're going to put zeros in the place where there isn't any, so that you have the same exact numbers going all the way down, and then you add or subtract. Okay, so let's practice using these. I'll help you set up the first 2, and then you can do the last 2 on your own. Okay, so we have 3.7, 4.85, and 6.874. Okay, so I need zeros in 2 places here and 1 place here. Then I can add. 4 plus 2 zeros is 4. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry the 1. 8 plus 7 is 15, plus 1 is 16, and then plus 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9, and 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Good. Okay. So it should be 15.424. This one right here, we're going to line up 18.47, 7.3, and 54.102. So I need zeros in 1 place up here, 2 places here, and we're good. 2 plus zeros is 2. 7 plus zeros is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Decimal stays in the same spot. 8 plus 7 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Carry the 1. Oh, I should carry the 1 up top like we normally do. Okay, carry the 1 up here. And then I have 5, 6, and 7. This friendly should have moved her 1 over here a little bit more so that it wasn't so close, and you can see that it lines up. So my bad. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video, line these up, and do the addition on these. Okay, if you're back, 18.9, 72.43, 25, and 3.4. Okay, so I'm going to have a decimal point all the way down, and I'm going to fill in my zeros. 0 here, 2 zeros here, and a 0 here. Okay, 0 plus 3 is 3. 9 plus 4 is 13, plus 4, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Decimal point stays in the same spot, carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 5 is 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 119.73. Alright, this one 7.321. 25.984, 5.32, and 16.34. Fill in the zeros. I should have a 0 here, a 0 here, a 0 here, a 0 here. Good. 1 plus 4 is 5. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 7 plus 1 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Carry the 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. All right, let's take a look at our homework. So we're going to do the same thing. You can estimate if you'd like, just to kind of get you an idea or some practice on estimating, and do that on a separate piece of paper, and then you're going to add. So you're going to estimate and then add. I kind of gave you a choice in the beginning, but now I'm changing my mind. I want you to estimate and add. So have another piece of paper and do it all on that other piece of paper. Okay, so to give you an example, this one right here, I would estimate to be 5. This one would be 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Then I'm going to add, or subtract. Okay, so I'm going to borrow here. That'll be 13. 13 minus 4 is going to be 9. I borrowed here, which is still too small, so I'm going to make that a 13. 13 minus 5 is 8. And this turns into a 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, so you should have those two answers on there. Let's do an addition problem. Estimating this would be a 2. This would be a 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Alright, let's just wonder if I can write smaller. Wish I could write smaller. Oh well. Okay, 9 plus 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. Decimal point stays in the same spot. 2 plus 1 is 3, so it should be 382. Okay, so we're going to compare if these are greater than, less than, or equal to for each of these. So I got to solve, obviously. So 5.15 plus 0.10. That should be a 5 and a 2 and a 5. So 5.25. Then we got to see what this one is. 4.84 plus 0.35. 5 plus 4 is 9. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry the 1. 5.19. So 5.25 is greater than 5.19. For 11 through 14, you're going to write in the missing decimals. Okay, the sums are given at each end of the row. Okay, so these will be the sums. So this should be plus, plus, and then you got to figure out the total here. Then you got to go plus whatever this number is. Okay, and then it should equal this, 89.64. I'll do that one with you real quick. Alright, so if I have a total here, I can subtract my known numbers to get this missing number here. So I'm going to take 83.64 and I'm going to subtract 15.14 first. 4 minus 4 is 0. 6 minus 1 is 5. I got to borrow here. 13 minus 5 is going to be 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So 68.50. Then I got to take that 68.50 and I'm going to have to subtract 67.77. Okay, borrow here. 10 minus 7 is 3. I can't take away 7 from 4, so I'm going to have to reborrow. Make that a 14. Make this a 7. 14 minus 7 is going to be 7. Decimal point stays in the same spot, and the rest is 0. So my answer is going to be here, 0.73. Okay, so you kind of get that. I'm sure you guys can do the word problems on your own. WSQ, describe to me the steps that you would take to solve 1.52 plus 2.63. It's an easy one, but I want you to describe the steps. All the steps. All right, you guys have a good night. We'll see you in the morning.